After faltering in last week's presidential primary debate, all eyes will be watching to see if Michael Bloomberg can turn things around tonight in South Carolina. When he took the stage for the first time in Las Vegas, the former New York City mayor faced a barrage of attacks on his record. This included multiple non-disclosure agreements between his company and female employees related to alleged workplace harassment. The billionaire later offered to release 3 women from the agreements. Yesterday, Bloomberg's longtime partner, Diana Taylor, campaigned for him at a Women for Mike early voting rally in Houston. CBS News 2020 campaign reporter Adam Brewster spoke to Taylor and asked how she would respond to opponents who say Bloomberg should issue a blanket release of anyone with an NDA. This was her response.
An NDA is an agreement between 2 parties. You can't just do a blanket release. Because I am betting you that there are people who don't want their NDAs released.
What do you say to those people who are?
It was 30 years ago. Get over it.
Joining me now is Erin McPike. She is a national spokesperson for the Bloomberg campaign. Erin, thanks very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I first want to get your reaction to that soundbite from Diana Taylor. Does the campaign agree that people should, quote, get over it?
So this was Diana's personal view, and I think it's important to know who Diana is and what her background is. She was in the 2nd class of women to graduate from Dartmouth College, just the 2nd class. She was one of about 300 women, and there were 2,000 men in her graduating class. So she, when she entered the workforce, was working in a man's world. She started on Wall Street in the late 1970s. She has seen absolutely everything you can possibly imagine. She is a very tough woman. She has endured a lot. So she was speaking from her personal experience.
But does the campaign actually agree with that sentiment? Because it is no longer that time when she was coming up. It is now 2020. As you know, the environment, especially given the Me Too movement, is a much different one.
And I would point to you what Mike Bloomberg said last Friday afternoon when he said that he had done a lot of soul searching and he realizes that NDAs promote a culture of silence. And so what he has decided to do is that no NDAs going forward will contain information about anything with sexual harassment. He has decided to release any NDAs going forward. It's important to honor the NDAs of the past, but going forward, we will have no NDAs that concern sexual harassment.
As you know, of course, the mayor faced a barrage of attacks, as we said, during that last debate. How is he preparing differently for this debate?
Well, he is preparing and preparing and preparing, and he knows that we are just 1 week out from Super Tuesday. It is really important that we look deeply into Senator Sanders' record, because Senator Sanders cannot win a general election against Donald Trump. So we are prepared to talk a lot about Mike Bloomberg's own record tonight, as well as Senator Sanders, so the American people know what they should be facing in the general election.
All right, I'm afraid we're out of time. Erin McPike. Erin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.